So, I know on the surface, the Columbus-Ottawa game last night seems like it was a sleeper, right? Easy Ottawa win. What's so fun about that? Let me tell you, dude, Tim Stutzle was absolutely cooking this entire game. He had a beautiful goal. He had a beautiful backhand kind of half spinorama pass to Batherson on that snipe, and he was dancing all night. And it was funny because what I was looking at on Twitter was a lot of people talking about this clip of Stutzle where he's doing a bunch of spinoramas. He looks like Bambi out there doing a bunch of different stuff, but it works and it looks amazing. And people are talking for some reason about Tortorella. And I'm thinking, yeah, that makes sense. Tortorella coaches Columbus. And then I remember, no, he doesn't. He coaches Philadelphia now. He's not coaching Columbus anymore. So what does this have to do with Tortorella? Well, remember when Zegras and Milano hooked up for the Michigan Pass last year? Well, Tortorella absolutely despised that. And we know that Tortorella, it's not that he doesn't like players with tons of skill and talent and putting it on display. He just thinks that the game should be very meat and potatoes, and it's mockery of the game when you try to show it up like this. So whenever there's some kind of fancy little cutesy play, a lot of people are like, Tortorella would not like this. And in this type of situation, I would stand up for it, because Tortorella, just because he doesn't like the super cutesy stuff, doesn't mean he doesn't like talented players who can absolutely cook and make great plays. But in this particular situation, Tortorella, I mean, seeing Stutzle do all this like slippery, cutesy, fancy stuff when he could either dump the puck in and chase or cut back and make a simple play, I'm pretty sure that Tortorella would not like this, and I've seen it with other players where he's not a fan of this. He likes his meat and potatoes types of guys. And this is the type of thing that would get Tim Stutzle a stern talking to from John Tortorella, but it works. And I'm more of the new school side of things. Actually, pretty much very new school, which probably is a surprise to nobody. Yes, I do think there is a lot of place for respect for the old school and how the game used to be played and respecting the meat and potatoes, but at the same time, hockey is a game, okay? It's fun. You're hitting a piece of rubber with a pole. It's a fun game. This is where creativity should come to shine. Especially in this day and age, creativity should really, really be encouraged. Now, let me be clear. Not when it's at the expense of winning, like when Dylan Gunther came out the World Juniors a few days ago and said, we're not going to Michigan our way to the final. You can't try to sacrifice winning the game so you can get your highlight reel Michigan moment. That is terrible. And if that's the case, I agree with Torts. But I also think that when the time is right and when it's the right play to create an offensive chance or to make a good play, I really think it should be encouraged to think outside the box and do something different. But in this particular instance, all the people on Twitter talking about Tortorella not enjoying this, I mean, I'm honestly torn because on the one hand, as a coach, you gotta love a young player who's incredibly talented, who's setting up plays, and who's cooking, and who's really putting up a ton of points while doing it, helping lead your team to a victory while doing it. You gotta appreciate that as a coach. But the other side of me thinks that, hey, they're right. I mean, you gotta think that Tortorella would be on this kid's back saying, next time just dump it in, or next time just cut back and make a simple pass. You gotta imagine that Tortorella would be stressing those types of details with a guy like Stutzle, and he couldn't have been happy with this type of thing. But either way, what Tim Stutzle was doing, he was dancing, and seeing a young player in a Canadian market, I love seeing this type of star start to shine, especially when he does it in such a creative way like this. You gotta respect it and appreciate it. And I, for one, watching this game, even though it was 4-0 Ottawa, couldn't take my eyes off Stutzle, and I loved it so much. And I hope that this confidence keeps building, because clearly he has the talent to play this way, and I hope it just keeps compounding and building, because we need more excitement in the game like this, not more meat and potatoes, okay? Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below as usual. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.